Hello cellos, welcome to my studio. The new song that you're about to get, there's a couple of new notes that we need to talk about and a new concept we need to talk about. So the first one is that we're always used to using our first, our third, and our fourth finger, and that second finger, he doesn't get to do much very often. Well, today's the day. He's going to get to do something. So on our A string, instead of that third finger C sharp that we usually have, we want a second finger C natural. So here's C sharp and C sharp natural. And so those are all going to be marked as 2 in the part. So just be looking out for those. The other thing that we need to talk about, which is a general concept, which you're going to need in middle school, so it's a good time to first learn about it, are extensions. So on cello, on the, let's say on the G string, I can place G, A, B, and C. But what if I want a C sharp? The C sharp is up here. So what we do, it's called an extension. Our first finger stays in the same spot, but it kind of goes on to its side, and then we can reach up a little bit further. So look how that looks. Here's a C natural, C sharp, so we aren't really moving our whole hand, we're just kind of letting our hands stretch a little bit. We're going to need that on both strings, both on the G string and on the C string. So we also are going to need an F sharp. So here's our regular F, and here's our F sharp. We just, our first finger's not going anywhere, it's just kind of letting everybody stretch out. Couple of hints: if your arm's way down here, it's not going to work. Your arm is going to have to be up a little bit so that those fingers can stretch out. So it makes things kind of flattish across here. Can't have a big bend in your elbow. So let's see how those are going to look actually in the song. So here's the song that we're going to be looking at. You had William Tell as one of your listening pieces either last week or the week before, and I thought it would be fun if you could actually try and play part of it. So here's the thing we need to know about. If we look at this piece right here at the very beginning, called the key signature, we only have an F sharp there. Most of the songs that we've been playing have had F sharps and at least C sharps in them. So this is how we get that 2 on the A string. Here's our first example of it. Because we need a C natural, not the C sharp, because it doesn't tell us at the beginning to do a C sharp. So just be able to look out for those 2s. Here are the those tricky little extension things that we had to do where we just made our hand a little bit fatter. Here's the first one. It says high 4. Could have also written an X4 for extend for 4. That's an F sharp because this key signature said all the Fs are sharp. Now they kind of throw us a trick over here. Here's the next high 4, which is a C sharp. And the key signature said only Fs, but they decided, well, they really wanted a C sharp here. So they wrote the sharp in, and then that means we have to extend for it. Here's another C sharp that's an extension right back here. The only other thing you need to know about this is when you want, oops, we're ready to the next piece. If you need the notes needed are down here at the bottom. Usually we have them up at the top, but there was more space down here, and I could make them bigger down here. You notice that when I wrote it in, I said that the Fs are high 4s because that's the way it is for the key signature. But be aware that those 4s on the G are just written as regular 4s, unless there were those special cases where they told us to write them in. So I hope you have a good time with this piece, and I hope you have a lot of fun.